Lady Lily back with another video, and this is The Quad Season 2 Episode 6, March. The show opens up with Bojan dreaming, assuming he was dreaming. He was tackled and he saw visions of Tanisha, Junior, and his dad. And it was in a bandit looking football field, and it's like he was trying to run away. So it has to be some type of symbolism that he's trying, some that he's running away from. Sid and Bryce are hanging out with their new fraternity brothers, and then although they was presented to the campus, they apparently is not done with their process. Their fraternity brothers bust in and told them until they get pinned and officially take the oath, they are not quite members just yet. And due to the fact that Sid was Johnny come lately on the line, it's important that he has a thorough pledging process. So they ordered the brothers to do 110 push-ups, and says like, I'm out of here. He said, if you out of here, then your lying brother Bryce is out of here too. And Bryce looked up like, nigga, don't be, excuse my French, didn't mean to say that, but yeah, it looked like, boy, don't you do that. So they get the going with the push-ups. Sydney is having breakfast with Eva, who is prepping for a meeting with the president of Atlanta State University. She was saying she's really just meeting to pick her brain and see, how she lasts so long in her, position. Not necessarily meeting to discuss the merger, but just, seeing if she can, get, some ideas out of her. Eva is sharp. She got a St. John suit on. She's taking in breakfast, and Sid noticed that Eva has these bottle of pills on the table. And Sid said, Mom, I'm concerned about you. And he was like, man, this is temporarily, I'm just under a lot of stress. It's nothing to be concerned about. And they go from there. So meanwhile, on campus, Madison run into Miles, and they were discussing the rally that was supposed to take place in response to the possible merger of the Atlanta State University. So Sid sees Madison and Miles talking, and she's paranoid, so she goes over there and say, what, you must be talking about me. And Miles was like, no, we're talking about the rally. And Sid said, if you must know, my mom is not talking to the officials here on campus. She's actually going to Atlanta State University campus. So from there, the word gets out that the rally has been moved and they're going off campus. The students don't know how they did this. They were able to get a school bus, and they was on their way to travel to Atlanta State University. Sid is on the bus. He is not feeling all this because it caused him to have to, miss class or leave out of class. So, because they changed everything. So, he is, not feeling it. He's boarding the bus. He's sitting next to this girl named Amor. And she's just asking him, what's going on. He was just saying how he had to leave class and, all this merger stuff don't make sense. But they're just having polite and general conversation. Meanwhile, on the bus, you see Noni and Ebony, and then Noni was like, so what do you think about that? And Ebony's like, no biggie, we were just two people that had a moment, we cool, we never said we was in a relationship. Anyway, like I said, Sid and the girl really wasn't really, talking as much as they thought he was talking. So Sid is asked to switch seats, and he needs to join his fraternity brothers because they had reserved him a seat towards the front. It's obvious Sid is not feeling this brotherhood thing. We got to move together. We got to be one band, one sound type of ordeal. Sid is used to moving at his own beat and doing his own things. So you could tell the whole brotherhood thing is not him. And meanwhile, Bryce is on pins and needles because he just really wants Sid just to cooperate and make this happen. So So the GAMU students arrived to the Atlanta State campus to protest. Said turns up the music. Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right. I'm glad they did bleep out the curse words, the N words, because BET don't really let you curse. So it was them that the music was on to get them hype up and proceed to the campus protesting. Eva is in the meeting with the Atlanta State president, who happens to be a woman, and actually who happens to be a black woman as well. And the president of Atlanta State is no other than the actress that you all know from Angie and Jesse from the soaps. So she's pretty much telling Eva that, although she works for a predominantly white institution, she is an alumni of Southern, which is supposed to be a historical black college. So she says she's really, all about that identity and not losing the history or the tradition of the university. And then she goes to, out for her Eva T and asks her, do you want to talk about, the marriage, the kids, and shoes and shopping? And Eva reveals to her that she is divorced, that she is, has one child. She loves shoes, but she don't like suits, and she really not feeling the suit she has on, even though it was a lovely suit. And then the president of Atlanta said the same thing. She's married, got twins, like shoes. Not only put this suit on because she knew she was meeting with Eva. So they was, making small talk, but Eva wanted to, get right to the point, in other words. So meanwhile, outside, the GAMU students are peacefully protesting. But there are Atlanta State University students on the campus like, what the hell? Madison is talking to a white guy who's observing the protest, and he's asking her, questions about her and why is she out here? And she told him, I'm a GAMU student, I'm an engineer major, and I'm also about, equal rights. He says something smart to her. And she walks off. So the guy goes to his cell phone and texts somebody and said, you all need to be up here now. So a group of Atlantic State University students who happen to be white, said they're protesting as well. One girl has on, they got on racist attire. So one girl got a hat on that say white. They are like draped in Confederate flags. Hella disrespectful. So anyway, let me see. Sydney asked them, what are they doing here? She said, we're here to protest just like you. And then she said, we don't want, I'm going to read what I wrote. We don't, we're with you. We don't want the merge taking place with your monkey university. Did she just say monkey? Did she just say monkey? We've been real sensitive about that word these days. And she said, that's right. We don't want to merge with your monkey university. All hell broke loose. So actually it's like they all like gang up. It was this side, which is all white students. It was the GAMU side, with predominantly black students. Yelling back and forth, and then all of a sudden a fight broke out. So this muscle-bound white chick, she was strong-arming. She had pushed Noni down. It took Tanisha and Ebony and them to try to strong-arm her, but then she got, she broke away, and she threw a bottle and ended up hitting Madison upside her head. Then everybody, the fight took off. So one guy tried to push Sid, he punched him out. They going after Bo John and Junior. So it's just a brawl that's taking place. From there, the president's secretary interrupts Eva and the president's conversation and asks them to go outside ASAP. So Eva comes out and she asks the police to allow her to speak. He was refusing. She said, do you want to be added to the list to want to be the next police added to the list to the police I'm working on helping get convicted or something. She said like that. So he gave her the megaphone and allowed her speak. And so she's saying, today's meeting wasn't about, meeting about a merge. She said, I'm meeting to get clarity, to get advice on how to help you. And then she said, those phrases, those things on your signs, the words on your signs, that's what I'm fighting for. And then she said, we just need to, disperse and go back to campus peacefully. Then the Atlanta State president, she started talking as well. She was saying she's going to ask the police to help her, she's going to consult with the police on how to handle, the incident that took place on campus. She did explain that she was an HBCU alum, and then that she was telling the GAMU students that you are lucky. You have an ally in front of, you have an ally in Dr. Fletcher. She's working for you. She's fighting for your rights, and she's working, to make sure that your needs are being set. So from there, Eva looks to Said to be the leader. So from there, Said asks to speak, and he puts Eva on the spot saying, y'all, we gonna disperse. And, Dr. Fletcher agreed to ride back on the bus. She had to look like, what the? Like, I don't want to ride back on that damn school bus. Of course, she probably rolled up in one of her luxury cars or got, a limo or a private car up there. But she was like, I don't want to get on that bus. And then, so they're boarding the bus. Eva sees Sydney and she said, what are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. And Sydney really just wanted to check it out. So back on the bus, they are discussing, discussing the issues of today and just the issues of black people rights, etc. And Eva just had that what the hell look. Eva ends up on the bus with the students saying she's glad that no calls had to be made to parents to say that a student was severely injured or with us no longer. And then she said she can't wait till we get to the point where we really don't have to sit and have these discussions anymore. So meanwhile on the bus, Tanisha's looking for a seat. She sits right in front of Bojan, and then, she was saying all you had to do was apologize, and Bojan was like, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Junior just yells, y'all must be smashing. Then on the bus, then everybody turned and looked back. So, yeah. Meanwhile, back on the campus, Said sees Noni and asks how, Ebony is going. And Noni confronts Said, about pretty much being a dog. And she said, how you going to be with, you're supposed to be in a relationship with Brahman, her roommate, then you trying to go after Ebony, and then you on the damn bus, talking to her more. And then she said, I'm just looking out for my friends and my best friend. I'm looking out for my current roommate. And then, Said was like, wow, what's really going on? So from there, Tanisha goes to talk to Bojan. They were discussing the relationship. She coming to talk to Bojan, and Junior excused himself, and then they was discussing why their relationship has not been public. Tanisha said that she dated Terrence all freshman year, and she didn't want to make it seem like that she was moving through the football team. Well, Bojan said, no, that's not it. You just don't want people to know that you're with a white guy. And he said, I'm white. I can't change that. So pretty much Said goes to talk to Ebony. And he was like, if you was feeling me, why you just didn't say anything? And then, everybody was like, stalling, stuck on her words. And then from there, he said, just say it. If you was feeling me, just say so. Then she said, I'm feeling you. So they get the kissing, they get the tugging. I got to hurry up because I think my camera's going to be running out soon. They get the kissing and the tugging, and they was getting ready to go in. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door. Bryce coming to get Said. We got to go. The fraternity brothers are calling. So Ebony, like, what the? She was about to get her groove on and get a piece of the action. So he kissed her and Said kiss her and tell her he'll text her later. The president from Atlanta State University calls to follow up with Eva to see how she's doing from the day. And of course, she's working like Eva's working. And Eva saying, yeah, she's burning the midnight oil. President says she got some particular company that's willing to invest in the campus holiday festival. Eva did not sing please. She was like, that's so funny. I have asked several donors, alums, and this particular company to help donate or sponsor, and they did not help in the past. And all of a sudden, this particular company want to help. So it's obvious that Eva's upset as she's saying, as she's talking. And then the person's like, well, I didn't call to upset you. I thought this would help you with your problems. And she said, I got more problems than just not hosting, a festival. The pipes are leaking. The fridge won't work. I got, other fish to fry. So from there, Sid goes visit Eva because apparently Eva's not picking up her phone. She asks Sidney, why the hell did you come today? This could be misinterpreted. You supposed to be my ally and whatever. And then Sid says she actually went just to see what this was about. She actually came to see what can be done. And she said she also documented some of the student stories that you will find interesting on why they chose GAMU and what GAMU means to them. And from there, Sid does put together a documentary. She did share the first cup with Madison, and Madison is really proud for her. And then as well, Madison did, Sidney did attend to Madison on the bus after she had been attacked with the bottle. So they're all good. So the pledges are in the woods, and they're in their boxers. They're doing planks, spitting history, and they're drinking what the brothers are calling jock juice. And so they got Bryce spitting the history. He kind of messed up, so somebody got to go drink the juice. So they blindfold him. They try to get them some history about the ancestors, and they sacrifice, because if they would have messed up, it would have cost them a life. So they try to spit history with them at the same time, but they were setting them up. So they blindfold them about you don't know where you go if you can't see. So they blindfold them all, and they dipped off literally. They dipped off literally to the fact that they got in the car, drove off. So they left Sid, Bryce, and the other pledges in the woods. It's cold. They have no clothes, nothing on but they boxers. And they said, how the hell we supposed to get back? So they're stuck with walking back to campus. So Sid is not feeling this at all. So a lot took place in this episode. I really feel like the quad is really digging deep and really, talking about real issues that we currently facing right now. Next week is going to be interesting because I guess somebody might decide to quit the line. Eva's going to come to another breaking point. And that is it. So stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good evening.